Who's the most type A out of all of us?
Bart.
Probably Bart, right?
What is type A?
And then
Are you more? You consider yourself more logically inclined or emotionally?
I'm definitely not emotionally inclined.
What's that?
he knows how to get to his left brain.
No.
Where are you in right now?
I'm trying to understand what you guys are saying.
I'm trying to relate to human. Must relate to human.
All right. Serious answers only. Okay, because we don't have time for this.
Love it.
What is the worst quality about you that you honestly don't believe is going to improve?
Oh, that won't improve.
What did you say?
What's the worst quality about you?
I think Joe just shared.
What?
You said I heard the worst quality about you that blank isn't gonna approve.
No, that you know you're not going to improve.
Oh, that you're not gonna improve.
There's things about you that you just know you're gonna have forever, and maybe like you've lived with it through life, and you've learned to like cope with certain things that you are, and you kind of like not every you're gonna be made of some bad stuff, and some things you're just like I'm gonna live with this, I'm gonna manage it, but it's always gonna be there.
Yeah, it's being horny.
That's a bad quality, you think?
I think so, cause like
He's too horny.
But it doesn't. You don't have sex with just random people.
I did.
But it doesn't affect your current relationship.
Yeah, but that's the perks of. Isn't that good for Hannah then? That you're horny all the time?
No, but then like
Joe's
that's
just
like
warming me up, guys.
all right. That's like being like hungry, and then you get diabetes because you're too hungry.
Oh.
You know, and then like I wish I didn't have. I wish I wasn't horny at all.
Well, what's the negative to being too horny in a marriage?
Not hot.
He's realizing now. He's like, it's kind of tight.
It's gotta say.
No, but then what if you have work to do, and then your pants is around your ankles and you're jacking off because you got work to do?
But isn't that doing work?
Could be making content, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's asking about right now. And
Right now?
seriously, does that really happen? You're at Junbi office?
Yeah, you're
You're
jerking
at
off.
you're at the Junbi office and
Not as much.
And David's checking the security camera. Hey, make sure you mop the floors after.
He's not doing. Where is he?
Or what would you say is a good example if that's a bad example?
I think, like, for example, I'm very messy. I'm a messy person.
Okay.
I think I would love it if I could do something about it. But unless somebody, like, for example, one of the best things that me and Nikki match about, she organizes shit. I don't know even how to do that. But once things are organized and, like, I know where to put things, then I can, like, contribute to that.
you just follow that.
just keep
follow
it.
that, and I do that. But
Does
like,
Nikki
I don't know
have
how to set that
ADHD
system
or
up.
no?
Yeah, she's got something.
What do you think helps her like organize or keep things organized?
Well, she used to not be that way, but she like did. She read this like Marie Kondo book and like a bunch of books about organization and stuff.
Yeah.
And she just started applying that shit like crazy.
Yeah.
And she just knows how to create little systems of like organization and just get that done, and then I can contribute.
Does the Marie Kondo book at the very end tell you to throw the book away after?
After saying thank you.
That's meta.
It says it in the book because I thought that would be a pretty sick ending.
That's very meta.
And then buy another one. That'd be smart.
But yeah, I guess an example. Not that this is anybody's example, but it'd be like if you had a bad temper. Like,
I think that's me, dude. I think that's for me. Like,
But you don't think you can improve? Because that's the...
well, that's the thing. It's like, let's say you knew you had a bad temper at like age 14, right? And here you are at like 30 something, and it's still there. Like, it's just a thing that you know you have, and you have to think. You have to find ways to manage it, but you'll never get rid of it because it's just like
Never get rid of it?
Well, yeah,
that's me.
There's some things that you kind of know by now. I think, you know.
Road rage for sure.
I feel like it's like one of those things where you have all of these like traits about yourself, and they all have like different like meters. And then after the last 20 years, it's like a lot of them are up here, and then there's still that one thing that it's just not
present.
moving.
Yeah, it's present.
Yeah.
Road rage.
I feel like for me it's like temper, because once I get past a certain like threshold, it's really hard for me. Like I get really upset with myself when like I lose control of it, and I break something, or I fucking overreact in a crazy way, and then I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like,
What do you usually get mad about?
Man, like when somebody gets me misunderstood for like my true intentions or something like that, or like a situation like that where I'm like, dude, you got this so fucking wrong. Like, I want to punch you in the fucking
But you're
head.
so sure of yourself.
Yeah, like something like that, or
Good one.
that's probably most of it. Like the.
But you can improve from that because you recognize it.
Yeah, I think that's true, but it's always like, it's always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think
That's the point.
But I
If
feel
it's
like,
an impulse, it's hard.
yeah, I feel like for most of these like habits or whatever, it's always there, and you understanding it being there is really important. And then trying to have, finding ways to like avoid situations where that could happen.
Right.
I think is really important.
I think that's just like why they call it anger management and not like anger erasure.
Yeah, because it's never gonna go, bro. Like, because once you get,
You just have to like find ways to deal with it yourself.
like for me, when it's road rage, I try my best to like, don't look at the driver. If I have like an issue with them, like just don't. And I'm like, just don't fucking.
Because no
look,
matter
don't
what,
fucking look.
he'll look stupid to you.
And I'm like, you fucking idiot. Like, and I just want to like, because in my head,
Makes
I'm
it
like,
worse to put a face on.
or things like when they're interrupting like the greater good of whatever the situation is, like selfishly. Like usually that's like driving where someone just like fucking starts breaking and they start looking around.
Oh, bro.
And I just want to be like, are you fucking stupid? Like you're causing all this traffic into these issues.
I have built-in augmented reality in my brain. When I look at them, I see Hitler going like this and shit like that.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
And like sometimes I get afraid. I'm like, dude, if I get out of this fucking car, or if something happens where someone comes to my house, like, because sometimes I get some homeless people that come to my house, and I'm like, dude, if you set me off, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, I'm gonna murder you, and there's nothing we could do past this. Like, I'm gonna go to jail.
They're just dancing or whatever, doing whatever in front of your house.
Not even that. It's like the potential of a situation happening. Like I'll always be cool, but if you cross, like for instance, that story about that guy that was chasing me up and down.
Yeah, the weird dude that's walking around.
I worry about sometimes.
Just snapping.
Yeah. Like,
Well, that was a lot of restraint for you.
if I get pushed to this level, I don't know what will happen. Like, that's how I feel.
Well, if he had like, what would have been the breaking point in that situation if he physically touched you?
If he touched me or he like spit on me or something, like if something like that happened,
You're gonna karate chop him?
I'll probably just take their head and fucking slam it on the floor. Like shit like that, bro. Like not on some really like scary shit.
Yeah, it is scary.
And
It's like primal anger.
And when
shit.
I see this dude on the street, I'm like,
you have to manage. Yeah, you have to like.
I look at him and I'm like,
You still see him
sometimes I do.
more than once?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I just I want to like, and this is fucking not okay. He lives on the other side of the street. I'll cross the street and just walk by him and just fucking look at him and just stare.
He
at
has
him.
no memory of what happened.
I don't know. He was looking at me one time and I was just staring him across the street and I was like this.
He probably thinks you're some crazy guy.
And that's the problem, bro. That's the problem.
He has no idea.
You ever see the movie Rambo, the first one?
First blood.
That's you, bro.
You never just like wanted to be like, hey, you should control your drinking, because you probably don't remember me.
No. But I no. Part of me wants to. Part of me wants to go up to him and like say something, but.
I like the idea of thinking that he's shooting a podcast somewhere else right now and being like, dude, there's this guy who lives and he stares at me.
And I'm just but he does this thing where he'll make and then just look away.
So maybe he knows there's a weirdness.
Maybe. But like.
And the guy's like, do I have to wear these headphones? I don't like headphones, they hurt my ears. And he's like, yeah, he's cauliflower, so I'm always worried about it. Because I'm like, he probably knows how to fight.
Nah, I don't know, dude. It's just like little things like that where I remember one time, and I still think about this shit to this day. And like one time my dad was driving and he got in a fight with his dude on a bike. And my mom was in the car, my grandma was in the car, I was in the car.
A guy on a bike?
Yeah, and the dude was like, my dad, and this is where I was like, I can't be this. Like, I can't do this at all. And he yells at the dude, and he's like, get off the fucking sidewalk, you fucking idiot. Like, he's screaming at the dude. The guy pulls up on a bike, spits in the car.
Oh shit.
Spits on my mom.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it rides off. And my dad like flips the fuck out. And I was probably like I was like middle school. And my dad like dipped out. He dropped us off at the house, and then he like grabbed the bat and was like trying to go look for him. But I was like, motherfucker, like,
He's not gonna find him.
you're not gonna find him. It's already over. It's already done with. Like, if you were gonna do something, it should have been right
Right then and there.
So that's your I hate bikers origin story?
It's one of them. But he was like some crazy homeless. Like he was like
he wasn't like
he looked like a convict and shit. Like he looked like like neck tats, like kind of crazy looking and shit. Yeah. And I just remember being like, dude, I want to fucking kill that guy. But, but like little things like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just for me, I just get scared of that because I'm like, dude, if I lose control, I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's scary because
and for what? And just because your ego got hurt.
There's a whole series of things that'll happen after that you're not gonna like.
And it's not worth it. It's not.
Yeah,
worth
exactly. Yeah.
Today's video is brought to you by Uncommon Goods.
Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. You know what situation sucks?
What?
Sometimes you do a family or a friend gathering, and then you go, cool, we're gonna buy each other gifts. You show up and everyone bought the same thing because they're shopping at the same place.
That's right.
And that's why I love Uncommon Goods, because these are very unique gifts for the holidays. I know everyone wants to make people feel special, and you want to give them that, ooh, what do they get this thing kind of feeling.
Yeah, and it's because they have a ton of different uncommon goods that they find from independent businesses, and it's pretty cool. Just like this one. This one's proudly handmade in LA right here, Delight Pastries. Check this out, custom cookies. Careful, boys. Fear everyone. JK News forever. You guys can see the text. Maybe you cannot, maybe you can. And it smells good too, shortbread. Imagine somebody that you love pops this open and they see a secret special message like, Merry, Merry Christmas, baby.
So if you're looking for something special, you don't have to spend a lot, you just have to find something that's uncommon. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/offtherecord. That's uncommongoods.com/offtherecord for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Plus, you're gonna get tried like Nicolas Cage and Con Air, where it's like, dude, you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you're a deadly weapon.
I haven't snapped like that in so long though.
You wanna try?
I don't know if you can make me. I guess I like you too much.
You know what's a trait that I have that I realized this like not too long ago that I always have it and I have to manage it. I don't know if you could relate to this situation, but like when I have a partner, like girlfriend or anything, and I'm like, if they tell me a story about how they were mistreated, and in the story they allowed it to happen to them, I get so mad that I can't do anything to that person because it's not my business that I end up taking it out on that person. It's a weird thing.
Like you like berate them upset. Or you're like...
Yeah, I just get mad that like, why didn't you like do
Why did you do this that day?
Yeah, because like, you know like when you're talking to someone that's so nice or so sweet, and you know that in the story they're being like shit.
Oh, I do that too. But I don't, taking it out on them sounds like you're getting revenge on her. Instead of being, you're just disappointed.
No, it's that like I'm such a revenge connoisseur that I would love to like have a million things I could do to that person, but it's not my business to do that, and it will also escalate the situation. And it's like you said, it's something that has to be taken care of in the moment that I'm not even there. Yeah. But because like I fantasize about a million ways I could like hurt this person back for hurting my partner, and I can't do it, that energy's balled up, and I end up like seeming like I'm mad at her.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm talking,
it's like mischanneled.
Exactly, and so like then that's the person that has to hurt from it, and it like sucks. Yeah. So I have to like always like whenever like Smack is telling me, oh my god, this person did this to me and ripped me off, and now I have to pay this. Like I literally have to just stay quiet, and I have to like sit there and just not talk, and then she knows that I'm trying to manage it, and then she stops. Cause she tries to like, I tell her like, hey, if you have bad news like that, where like somebody just did something to you and like mistreated you, like. Don't just throw it on me, like don't trauma dump it to me because it makes me want to like draw blueprints immediately. You know what I mean? Because it gets me that upset.
And they're just looking for you to hug them and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then you turn around. Why the fuck did you not do this?
So I'm trying to do more of that like just be the ear and then the shoulder and everything.
I do the same shit.
Yeah, dude. That's like the Rambo shit, dude.
I just love that.
Like you can't turn it off, right? They drew first blood, not me. Yeah. That's the shit where like, oh, fuck.
But then like you end up hurting the wrong person because they're just like, oh, I just wanted to like confide in. I just wanted to feel better.
I think mine's a little bit more innocent than that.
What you?
Mine is I have the hardest time keeping track of like normal shit.
Normal? What's normal?
So like
that's all guys.
Starting when I feel like there's lots of responsible people out there. Like starting when I started living by myself, I would get like a random fucking notice like in red. If you don't pay this electrical bill, we're shutting you off. And I'm like, wait, what? I missed 9 payments? Oh shit. Like all of my shit would be like that. Like for the longest time, I would drive like 20,000 miles before I got an oil change. You know, like just like the most basic, like what I feel like people like routine shit.
Like you forget to buy toilet paper until it's like out?
Or I have 7,000 fucking scissors that I bought because I keep going. I open the same drawer. I don't have scissors.
Okay, that's
and
the guy.
And I go on Amazon and I order it.
Bro, I got 8 fucking Head and Shoulder shampoos because I go to Costco and go, oh shit, I gotta get shampoo.
So I'll have, I have boxes of scissors, like in front, like I put in the garage, but I didn't open it and then put the scissors in the scissor drawer. I just go, okay, cool, it came, and I'm just going living life. And when I open the box, I'm like, there's no fucking scissors.
Thank you. Because if I don't see it, I don't think we have it anymore, and I have to replenish it always.
And then when I do one of those massive, like, massive unboxing time, then I'm like, fuck, I have fucking 50 zip ties. What the fuck do I need these zip ties for? You know, and I have like way too much. So it always like I don't keep track for a long time, and I try to like make up for it, and then it's like quadruple fucked. So sometimes, like even my own credit card bill, like whatever it tells me I owe that month, sometimes I'll just pay 3 times the amount. So you know how I'll go like, I'll tell you.
So roll over?
Why don't you just have it on auto?
Oh yeah.
Because that'll fucked me before too.
Auto pay?
Yeah, auto pay's fucked me before. Auto pay fucked me before too.
So remember I had a Porsche, right? I put it on auto pay, and then one of the months, I don't know why, it didn't auto pay.
Dude.
And then it fucked my credit.
Sometimes that shit does that.
It fucked my credit for 2 years because it said I missed a payment, and I'm like, bro, it's on auto pay. How can I miss a fucking payment?
Yeah.
And then they go, it's still on you to keep track of your auto pay.
Huh? Fuck you. But don't you think that's a little?
I blame
game?
the machines.
How does that work?
It's a fun game that they play, maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, like, don't they email and shit?
Yeah.
Like,
They give you.
If someone checked their email, that'd be awesome.
You can't keep track of
They have to make
things.
the email red. If it's red, I'll read it.
And you know what's funny is like, because when I think of Bart, I'm like, Bart doesn't go through these problems.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like Bart is so locked in. And so
it's a calendar thing that he's good at. Though.
You actually do seem really organized.
Where do you think
I seem organized?
yeah, 100%.
It's because he fucked up so hard that he learned a hard lesson.
You seem really organized to me. To me at least.
Dude, sometimes Bart doesn't know how to sound human and he gets tricked into it.
He gets tricked into sounding.
No, Bart is extremely organized and also does forget normal things too, because like he'll be really good at his calendar and like scheduling people and shit like that. But then in a text message, if you're like, hey, I can't make it this day, he'd be like, yeah, I got you, and then doesn't add it to his calendar.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But just like when I just said, I was like, I can't be JK November 2nd. I told him that like 2 months ago. But then yesterday he likes it, and I'm like, this motherfucker.
You like.
So what I try to do now is if I can do it right then and there, I'll try to do it right then and there.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, that's also a normal thing.
But then before I would have gaps because whatever comes up is never convenient, right? Like you're in the middle of this, someone tells you something, you're like, oh, okay, I'll do whatever. But then fucking later you're like, oh wait, was this or something? Nah, I forgot. Yeah.
Does perfect Anthony Lee have any traits he doesn't like about himself?
Anthony Lee.
I have all the problems you have.
Perfectly. That's his name. Perfectly.
That's more gay. Just call me gay.
You last too long during sex or something?
Perfectly.
That's a request. We heard it loud and clear.
Honestly, this isn't like a big problem, but it's just really annoying.
Like you wake up, you don't even have morning breath?
Yeah.
He's just perfect.
He doesn't have it?
He just wakes up and just smells minty.
Like forgetfulness of like seemingly unimportant things.
Like how long you can have sex. You just forget every time you're like, I can have sex for like 45 minutes and it doesn't matter.
Wow. You mean like monumental days or birthdays?
No. Like important things, I'll remember.
Okay.
But like things that are like I don't deem important in my mind, which might be a lot, I'll just like forget. But then, for example, Nina would be like, "You don't remember?" and it could be like normal daily stuff, like we already bought this, or like I'm always asking her like, hey, did we did I have extra like hair product or blah blah blah? Did you get that? You know, or like, did we do this house chore or whatever?
You do that a lot?
Random, just little stuff, because to me, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just trying so hard to, in my mind, prioritize and think big picture shit, that sometimes little things I'll forget.
So you're like an idiot for like small dumb details.
It's not a problem, but if I was better at it, I think it would be appreciated around like certain people.
What is something that was like small that you like forgot, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Like Nina might have told me something like that was going on with her family.
Like, we're gonna have dinner with my family on Thursday or something.
Not even that, because scheduling is easier for me. But it might be like, some like drama that's happening, and it's like, obviously it's important. Yeah, it's important to her. Yeah. But it's also like, I can't do anything about it. You know, and I know she's kind of just like wanting to just let me know, like, because she's in her feels about it too. But like, it's not, I can't do anything.
It's not printing in your brain.
It's not being filed in the right folder.
Like, oh yeah, received. I heard it. I was here for you during this moment.
It goes to your cookies.
Wow. Yeah, it goes to your cookies. You cook your cookies quick.
Just like I'm looking over here. Oh shit, dude, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Your cousins disappeared. That's wild. And then you just forget about it.
Later on, you're like, hey, you want to go eat? Let's invite your cousin. He's like, I'm not talking to her, remember?
Yeah, it'll be random shit like that.
You're like, oh, she's.
This all just sounds like guy shit, though. Like it's
We're not that special. We're not that deep.
yeah, like anger problems,
Too horny.
like forgetfulness, like
Putting people on
AD,
auto pay and then not checking on your payment.
But some guys don't get angry. Some guys are really responsive.
I don't buy that, though.
Remember our Japanese homie Mike?
Yeah.
He was so responsive. This is what fucking like, in our early 20s, he would like fucking balance his checkbook and shit. And I would watch him. I'm like, dude.
You think that spider's on camera right now?
Yeah, that Spider-Man guy.
Yo, that spider's crazy.
Oh yeah, he's on camera.
Is he on camera?
He should be.
Can they see the spider?
That's crazy.
Can you see the spider at home? This is a kid's show now.
¿Dónde está spider?
A fucking spider right there, dude.
Hey, let it bite you. Let it bite you. Let it bite you.
It's a fucking daddy long leg.
Let it bite you, Joe.
It won't bite me. It's a daddy long leg.
Do you guys see the spider? Can you see the spider? How many spiders do you see?
Can you see the bad qualities in men?
Count them out. 1.
I do think creative, we're all in the creative field, we're all like entrepreneurial, similar kind of personality traits, right? If you have someone that's more type A, they're gonna be probably more punctual and shit and like have things in order.
Who's the most type A out of all of us?
Bart.
Probably Bart, right?
What is type A mean?
And then who's the second most? Probably Bart.
Top 3, and then Anthony, maybe?
Yeah.
What's type A? Like someone that like dots their I's and crosses their T's.
They're like left brain, they're more like hyper anxious.
It's just like,
And then they're like-
the definition of you.
Are you consider yourself more logically inclined or emotionally?
I'm definitely not emotionally inclined.
What's that? Yeah. Never heard of it.
Then think of it like A and B, like
So-
logical, emotional.
But remember though, he booked a certain time of the day where he's a silly goose.
But that goes back to the calendar stuff.
And also his
like,
emotion.
"Silly goose time."
His emotion wants him to fly to Connecticut in order to train survival.
That's a funny
that
thing
looks
for
sick,
someone that's that. If you're that logically inclined, most of your like, I guess not outbursts, but like your ideas are pure emotion. Like they're very like, they're shooting from the hip type shit.
He knows how to get to his left brain.
Yeah.
Big time.
Where are you in right now?
I'm trying to understand what you guys are saying.
I'm trying to understand your
I'm trying to relate to human. Relate to human.